Hi guys, welcome to another video. It's Ndagire here. So in this video we have this trend that is all over social media on TikTok that was started by white women because they want to show that they're on the side of black women, black people, and they decided to get blue bracelets and buy them, make them, wear them to represent that they are not the bad guys. They are not the ones that voted for Trump or whatever. As we all know, the voting that happened within the USA, Trump won, Kamala Harris lost, and black people are not happy with it. So white women decided of wearing something to represent how good they are, and it didn't really quite go as they planned because even other white women came out and called out their own, and this is what they had to say. So guys, let me know what you think about this.
If you're a white woman and you're considering making a blue bracelet so that women of color know you're a safe person, please pause because it is very much giving posting a black square during the summer of 2020. If women of color and women in general need to see a bracelet on you to know you're a safe person or you're an ally, I fear you might not be doing as good as you think you are. You voted for Kamala and you're against Trump's policies, and that is amazing. But we have to be doing more than just voting in presidential elections every 4 years. Allyship, particularly to black women, has to be happening 365 24/7. Are you getting involved outside of just voting in the general election every 4 years? Now, are you married to a Trumpy, or are you someone who says that you can't lose family or friends over politics? Because that is not allyship. You need to be making sure that you are not just only voting in general elections. Get involved in the political system outside of every 4 years for a presidential election. You can be an ally to black women and women of color every single day. You can do it at work. You can do it in your community. You can make an effort that is not just performative as wearing a blue bracelet. Before you label yourself as a safe person for black women, has any black woman actually told you you're a safe person to them? Because I don't know where some of you are getting these credentials.
To the 200 white women sending me messages now saying I want something to signify that I'm not one of the 52%, you're now being judged for the color of your skin and not the content of your character, right? What do black people get to put on? What bracelet do they have to put on so that they get identified by white people when they go outside, that they're one of the good ones? Because that's what this bracelet is. This is I'm one of the good ones, don't judge me as you judge the other white women. That's what this bracelet is. So maybe I missed this part, maybe I missed this signifier, but you're asking out loud and to each other to virtue signal. Read the room. It's been 3 days. It's been 3 days. Instead, take actual action. Don't buy accessories to show you're a good person. I'm cool off of the Etsy shop activism. It's not the move. It helps no one. It doesn't do anything. Talk to each other. Check each other. That's what you can do. The actions speak louder than a bracelet ever will.
White women, we need to have a talk about the whole blue bracelet, safety pin necklace conversation that is happening. No matter what your intentions, wearing a blue bracelet is not going to indicate to black women that you are safe to be around. And as white women, collectively and individually, I think it is important that we stop for a second and ask, is this a message for them or for each other or for ourselves? Because we want to be the good ones. We need to spend less time trying to indicate to black women that we are safe and more time trying to make them safe. They don't need us in their spaces making them feel cozy and warm and protected, because we have never done that. They don't need us wearing blue bracelets. They need us stepping into white spaces and making them safer. And if you think that a vote for a black woman is all that it takes to be safe for black women, you are not yet safe for them. Instead of worrying so much about how we are perceived, we need to be worried about what we are doing, the work we are doing within ourselves, the work we are doing within our communities. Stop worrying about how they perceive us. Start worrying about the work that we are doing. A lot of black women will choose the bear over us every single time. And if you don't understand why, that blue bracelet means nothing. We all know that some of the most dangerous men are the ones who say that they want to protect women. We need to understand that the same applies to us when we are talking to black women. We are not safe for them. 45% of the vote showed that we are not safe for them. That's uncomfortable. We all need to sit with that and sit in that discomfort. We don't need to throw a blue bracelet on and pretend that that fixes everything. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. We don't need more good intentions, we need change. And that change needs to start within each one of us, within our houses, within our families, within our communities. I know it hurts to be told that you are not safe for Black women to be around. Sit with that pain and make a difference. Your vote alone is not that difference.
But if I don't wear my blue friendship bracelet, how will Black women know that I'm safe and different and special? Listen to me very carefully, Tinkerbell. If you need applause to stay alive every time you do something good, you're not doing the good thing for the benefit of the people around you. You're doing the good thing for yourself. And listen, I'm a white woman. I understand where you think this is coming from. I truly believe that you think or need to think that this is coming from a place of protection and maternal nurturing and girlhood and all that good stuff. I know that's what you think. But if you're being honest with yourself, it's because you need people to know that you are good. If this was just about being good, then you would do that quietly. You don't need a gold star or a cookie with sprinkles on it every time you think an inclusive thought or perform an inclusive act. That act does not carry less weight because you didn't stand on the top of a building and have a gender reveal party about it. You know what I'm saying? If you want people to feel safe and included in your life, they will gravitate to you by virtue of the fact that you are doing safe and inclusive things. They'll know. They will know. They'll see the way you carry yourself, the way that you speak, and the way that you behave. Now, will it happen overnight? No. Will you get the nod from every stranger on the sidewalk? No, you will not. No, you will not. You might not get any reaction from a stranger on the sidewalk. In fact, there might be Black women on the sidewalk who see you, a white woman, and maybe avoid you. And because you're a good person, right? You will understand why she did that. You will understand why she did that, and you'll go, ow, a little bit, right? And then you'll keep on walking. You'll go, that sucks. I wish that wasn't a thing. And then you'll keep on walking. Cindy Lou Who. Put the friendship bracelet down. Taylor Swift. This is not a game. This is not a craft circle that we're doing in second grade. Why am I spending my lunch break on this?
Can we talk about the blue bracelet? I'm torn. Here's the thing, those of you who don't know already, the blue bracelet is a way to identify yourself for like who you voted for, what you stand for, if you're a safe space, etc. And as a Gen Xer, I completely get that. We've had symbols. Humanity in general has had symbols always to identify themselves as a part of a particular group, if they're a safe space, etc. On the flip side, it feels very performative to me, and it feels very self-proclaimed good guy. Hear me out, please, because I just want you to think on this. And I'm not dissing anybody who's doing the blue bracelet thing. More power to you. I just want you to, have some conversations with yourself about this and understand. Us ladies, we try to tell guys, that we know. That we understand that you can be a great human being. You can stand up for people's rights. You will be there for them. But if we're just seeing you out on the street and we don't know you, we don't know that stuff. It's something I had to tell my husband when we first started dating, because he was like, I'm an honorable man. I'm like, I don't know you. I have to see this over time so I can grow to trust you. And then I can determine if you are, for me, a safe person to be around. And it's the same scenario here. I get the good intentions. I just want people to be aware that it might not be received by some people as a catch-all. They're still going to be defensive. They are still going to be, I don't know you, and don't take it personally. Just do what you do. You know, that first commandment of the church fuckery, go forth and spread the good fuckery, which means every day you try to make yourself and your little slice of the world a better place. And if people see that, great. If they don't take it personally. I know it's hard not to, but just understand that while I get what people are trying to do here and I applaud that, there is another side of that, and it might not be as well received as you want it to be by a lot of individuals, understandably so. Because many times in the past, people have gone, I am a safe space, and then they end up doing something, and they end up not being a safe space. I try to be a safe space. I try to keep my page a safe space, but that's up to you all if I earn your trust by my actions over time for you to determine if I'm safe for you. I hope that makes sense.
So this new blue friendship bracelet trend that's happening right now, I wanted to talk about that real quick because I have some mixed feelings about it. The whole gist of the blue friendship movement is to wear some sort of blue friendship bracelet, kind of like the Swifties era tour friendship bracelets, but blue, to signal that you are a white woman who voted for Harris, because a significant chunk of white women voted for Donald Trump. And it's a way to signal to specifically Black women, but all marginalized communities, that you voted for Harris instead of Trump. And initially I thought, oh, this is kind of cool. You know, we can kind of come together and there's a symbol that we can use to kind of let people know that we voted for rights. We voted for women. So I did some research last night because I had only seen white women talking about this. And I was curious to see how women of color were reacting to this. Because the whole point of this movement is to signal to women of color that you are like one of the good ones. Or at least that's how it was phrased in the original video where this kind of started. And every single Black woman that I saw talking about this weren't too thrilled about this. I saw one woman equating this to when a bunch of people posted those black squares back in like 2020 on Instagram for support of Black Lives Matter. A lot of times it was like an empty gesture, you know, it was to show support, but you didn't do a lot of the work to actually support these communities. And now that I think about it, like, I do see similar vibes there. Actually doing the work in the communities that you say you support is so incredibly crucial if you want to be seen as one of the good ones. So I guess I still have some mixed feelings about it. I know that a lot of people are throwing their support behind this, and I think that maybe there is some value in having a symbol to indicate to people that you are a safe person. But that can't be where things stop. There needs to be a lot of work behind the scenes that we're gonna have to do, because the next 4 years are gonna be rough. So look up local community organizations, volunteer, donate, do whatever you can. We need to use this rage that we're feeling right now at the election results, and we need to put that into good work. And we cannot lose momentum on this. So look up your community organizations, ask around, see what's out there, and use your time, use your rage to volunteer, organize, and donate.
Okay, so I hear that white women are using blue bracelets to signal to people, to especially Black and brown women, that we are safe. But I also want to put out there, while this is great for people to be able to kind of seek people out, that safety from a Black and brown woman is their own assessment. How do they feel in my presence? How, based on the things that I show up for in my life, am I a safe woman? I don't get to decide that I'm a safe woman. Black and brown women get to decide that I'm a safe woman. And I just wanted to put that out there, that Safety is relative. There may be many, many, many black and brown women who feel safe in my presence, and there may be some that I have encountered that do not, and that is okay.
As you've seen in the video, that is what people had to say from the other side of the palmed people, and I mean, they make sense, right? You don't have to just go in a supermarket or anywhere and buy something for you to represent and show yourself as good or not a bad person. Because when it comes to, like, let's say African people, black people, you don't have to wear anything for you to be like profiled when you enter a supermarket, when you enter places, when you move on the streets, like in America where black men move or black women. They don't have to wear something for them to be seen as good. It's just like they see who we are and immediately suspect that we are not okay. I've shared videos where even in African countries, like, there are places where we are not allowed to enter because, like, we are black or we are seen as not worth. So going in a supermarket and just buying something for you to show that you're good doesn't make sense to me, and it's just showing cowardness. Like, these people are making everything about them, like, oh, now I have to buy this and like disguise myself because I need to be seen as good. No, it has to come from what you do as a person. How do you react when you see people that don't look like you being mistreated? How do you respond when you see certain people treating you a certain way and not other people? How do you react when you see things are not going right for other groups of people that don't look like you? Because the systems that we mostly have in the world benefit you as a white woman. Wherever you go, you don't have to wear something or, you know, have to do much or have to put in a lot of effort for you to be seen as worth. So buying a bracelet and wearing it for you to feel like, oh, I'm good now and they should see me as good, doesn't really make sense. It's just like, it's so attention seeking and so self-centered in a way. Not saying that, I mean, we shouldn't recognize those that support black causes. I do, and I always share videos where I appreciate, you know, white women or white men that come out and say good about, you know, black people and also call out their own. But the truth is, this is not the way. It's something that has to come from your work and effort and the time that you put in to call out injustice and fighting systems that don't benefit other people that don't look like you, you know. But yeah, guys, I think, you know, people said what they had to say and they make sense, and I mean, I can't say more. I hope what I said also makes sense. Yeah, guys, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Super chats, appreciate it. I'll see you in another video.